Welcome dear students to lecture 3 of module 2 block diagrams and signal flow graphs of the subject control systems. Previous lecture we have worked out numericals on solving the block diagram reduction using block diagram reduction method and finding transfer function. Even in today's lecture we'll work out a little more problems for better understanding of the block diagram reduction. So the first question over here is, you have to find the transfer function C of S by R of S for the given block diagram. So this is a given block diagram. First let us just analyze this circuit, how this is, okay, how are the connections. So first I told we have supposed to find whether we have any series connection or parallel connection. So let us see whether we have any series connection. G6 no, G1 G2 no, because we have a in between we have this G7, right? Then coming to the G4 and G5 is, how is this connected? They are series connection. So we can just multiply it. So this will come together to become G4 and G5. Then see whole of this connection, that is of G4 and G5, and check out this G3. How is it connected? See, this G3 arrow is coming towards the summation point. From this G4, G5 also the signal is coming to this summation point. So these two are connected in parallel. So we can resolve this also. We can reduce this. We have to just simply add it up because both are plus over here. Now after solving this, see what happens. This particular summation point will vanish because both the inputs we have solved it, right? So now what happens, whole of this whatever we have got will be in series with the G8, okay. Then after that you see, now this connection will become like this, okay. Now see, we have a summation point in the feedback path over here. I told it's always better to have summation point in the direct path, forward path from the input to the output. If it is so, then it is easier for us to solve. So what we'll do, this we will combine with this summation point. So now how does this start? See, this whole of this will solve and it will come over here, no, 1. So this path will come, say G8. Then see the arrow mark is going to the summation, and from here this arrow mark goes to this particular summation point. So here it is negative, here it is positive. So whole of this will combine, the summation point will combine over here and we get a negative sign. Coming to this takeoff point, so start from this takeoff point. So this takeoff point also will come from here. Then we have this G7 arrow mark coming to the summation. From here it is going to this summation point itself. So this is one more feedback path over here. So this is plus and this is minus, so it will become a negative feedback path. Okay, so now I've just explained just briefly explain you how the connections are. Now let us start working out this. That time it will be still more clear to you how exactly stepwise we will do now. Okay. So let me just redraw this once again. Okay. So here we have this. This is G1, G2 as it is. Then here in this part we have G7. We have this feedback over here and it is connected like this, negative. And here we have G8. Again another summation point over here. We have G3 connected. Yes. Now see, G4 and G5 are in series, so we'll just simply multiply it together, write it together. G4, G5, and this is written over here. And here we have another connection, G6. So this is the output C and it is connected over here. So one we have finished. Next what did I tell you? G3 block and this G4, G5 block both are converging at this summation point. See, starting at this takeoff point and converging at this summation point. So these are in parallel. So next we will solve this part. So again redrawing it. Every time you do any reduction, we have to simply redraw it again. So G1, G2, and over here that we have solved. No, so now see parallel. I told you it is parallel. So we have to simply add it up since it is parallel. So G3 plus G4, G5. Then this we have a G8 over here. Then here we have a G7 summation point. This also will come to the summation point, plus and plus. Even if you don't write plus, it's okay, it is understood it is plus. Then it goes over here. This is minus. This you have to be careful. Then here we have a feedback path with the G6. This. See, I can write here or here, it is the same. Okay. So I've written C over here. Now what is it? See, now these two, G8 block and this block, they are in series. So I can just multiply it. Now see, and from here, see this path, it comes over here. From here it goes to G8, then it comes to the summation point. From this summation point, it finally goes to this, the main summation point over here. This is R. So this I can combine. So let me just combine that. So I'll just redraw it again. G1, G2, C. And first let me just draw that. So this, it will come minus because plus and minus here, so it will come minus. So this, and see there. Over here they are in series, so I can combine it. So this will become G8 into G3 plus G4, G5. So this is the takeoff point and right from here. Next, one more we have, see over here, G7. It starts from here. It comes to this summation point. From here, check the arrow here. It goes this way again to the this summation point. So that also we will redraw it. So I'll draw the G7 block over here. And this is a takeoff point. And where does it go? To the same this. So this is also plus and minus. So this also will be minus. And G6 as it is. Okay, so this is R and this is C. So now check out here. First we can solve this G1 and G7. This is feedback, a minor loop. Check here, see arrow mark like this. This is coming again back towards the summation point. So this we will solve first. So again, let me just redraw it again by solving that minor feedback loop. So what did we have? We had G1 in the forward path and G7 in the feedback path. So G of S will be G1 divided by 1. It's a negative feedback. So 1 plus G1. H of S is G7. Then we had G2 over here. See, this takeoff point will vanish because we have solved it. And now what will remain? This another feedback path we had here. That was G8, G3 plus G4, G5. So this takeoff point over here, this is C and this is R. Alright. And we also had one more feedback path over here, right, with the G6. So now again see, G6 is also in the feedback path for this forward path, G1 by 1 plus G1, G7 and G2. Even this one, G8 into G3 plus G4, G5 is also in the feedback path. So first we will solve with G6. So then we'll go with this one. I will do it in the side if needed. Then we can substitute. So I'll simply put equal to C. What is there in the G of S? G of S is this G1 G2 by 1 plus G1 G7, and H of S is G6. So what do we get here? G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 G7 divided by 1. Negative feedback, so plus. What is G of S? G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 G7. In the place of the feedback, that is H of S is G6. So we get over here, take common denominator. So let me write it. It will become a little bigger, so I write it below only. So this will be taking common denominator and simplifying G1 G2 divided by, see, this 1 plus G1 G7 will get cancelled the denominator. So 1 plus, I am taking common denominator, 1 plus G1 G7 plus G1 G2 G6. This is what I get by solving this much, this part, okay. This part I get this answer. So now proceeding further. So let me write it in the block again. So it will be G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 G7 plus G1 G2 G6, and this is C. Still we have a negative feedback here, and what is there over here? We have G8 into G3 plus G4 and G5. So again, see, solving the minor feedback formula is the same. G of S divided by 1 plus G of S H of S, because it is negative feedback. So this is G of S and this is H of S. So let us find out C of S by R of S will be equal to, now taking G of S, G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 G7 plus G1 G2 G6 whole divided by, again, 1 plus G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 G7 plus G1 G2 G6 into H of S, that is G8 into G3 plus G4 G5. So finally again you take common denominator over here, and simplifying, what we get over here is, in the numerator we will get only G1 G2 whole divided by 1 plus G1 G7. Let me write this properly, okay. So this is 1 plus G1 G7 plus G1 G2 G6 plus G1 G2 G8 into G3 plus G4 G5. This is the final answer for the transfer function of the given block diagram. Okay, let us consider the next question over here. We have to find the transfer function C of S by R of S. That is the question. Now see here, this is a given block diagram. So let us just analyze this first, then we will start working on. Okay, see here, G1, this is in the forward path. Then we have G2, G3 and G4. All of this in forward path. Then we have G5. See, that is also, see, forward only. From here it starts and it goes G5 and it goes to this summation point in the forward path. Whereas this H2 over here it comes, see over here, then see, check the arrow. You have to always check the arrow direction. Take off point from here, H2. Then it comes to this arrow direction. It does not go to R of S, this end. See, check the arrow direction. It goes from here, it goes to this direction, arrow, to G5 and to this particular summation point. So this forms the feedback path. See, this one is the forward path, and from here this H2 G5 will form the feedback path. And one more, H2 and here H1 and G2. This is a minor feedback loop. So first you can solve this, okay? Or what we'll do is first we'll just split up this one. Okay, I told you always it's better not to have it's better to have summation, but only in this it is easier for us from the direct to forward path from the input to the output. All of this will combine it with these things only. Okay, so first we will do that, then we will solve for this one. Okay, so let me just redraw it. So we have G1 over here. Then we have, yeah, I can solve that also. Let me solve it and redraw it together. We can do it. Now, since we have done some problems, I think we'll be able to do 2 to 3 steps together. So we had the G2 and H1 in as a feedback loop, right? So G of S is G2. And what is H of S? H of S is H1. This is 1 plus G2 H1. This we have solved. Okay. Then we had a G3 block, and we had a summation point, and we had a G4 block, and this is the C here. Now see, I told you one is a forward path over here, from here where we have G5 going to this summation point here. So see, again this is positive, so it become plus only. Next, from here we had one more path via H2 G5 and this. So here we have in this H2 and G5 together going to this. Here also it is a positive feedback only. Alright. So now we are done with this. Next what we will do, now we will solve. Now see, G1, this block and this G3 block. How are they connected? They are connected in series. So I can just multiply that and check this. How is this connected? G4 and H2 G5. It is a feedback. So we'll solve this and this simultaneously. So here, this whole thing I can write here G1, G2, G3 divided by 1 plus G2 H1. Okay. And here comes the summation. And here this we have G5. So that will remain here plus. Okay, this is negative, a positive feedback. So what is G of S? G4 divided by what is H of S? H2 G5. So 1 minus, because it is positive feedback, so G of S G4 and H of S, that is G5 H2. So that will be the simplification of this. Now how are this and this block connected? See, how is it connected? Say takeoff point here, and this is a summation point. Both are converging here, both positive, right here. So what is this? These are connected in parallel. Okay, so what happens? These will be connected in parallel, and after that what is it? Okay, let me do it. So they are connected in parallel, so we have to simply add it up, right? So adding it up. So what do we get here? Adding it up. So we get it as G1, G2, G3 divided by 1 plus G2 H1 plus G5. See, now this summation point will vanish because two inputs are not there, only one input now. We did not have a summation point for that. And here we had already solved it, right? So what we got there? G4 divided by 1 minus G4 G5 H2. This is C. This is R. How are these two blocks connected? They are in series. So you have to simply multiply. So C of S by R of S will be equal to, first we can take a common denominator over here. So we get it as G1, G2, G3 plus G5 into 1 plus G2 H1 divided by 1 plus G2 H1 into G4 divided by 1 minus G4 G5 H2. Okay, so here I can write it together. Okay, like the same thing, I'll just write it together, that's all over here. The same expression, G2 G3 plus G5. You can multiply it also, I will not multiply it over here. G2 H1 whole of this into G4 whole divided by, so 1 plus G2 H1 into 1 minus G4 G5 H2. So this is the final answer for the transfer function. Okay, so next question we'll see. The block diagram of a feedback system is shown in figure. We have to find the transfer function C of S by U of S with n equal to 0 and the transfer function C of S by N of S with R equal to 0. See here, we have two inputs here, R and N. So this is a multi-input system. But what we have to do, we cannot take both the inputs active at a time. So one input we'll have to suppress and find whatever is given. They have not exactly given the transfer function to be like input to the output, but they have given some other ratio. C of S by E of S is error signal. Then next one, C of S by N of S, that is the other input. So this we have to do now. So let us see how to do. So first we'll have to consider n equal to 0. So let us just redraw this whole circuit with n equal to 0. Okay. So redrawing the circuit first. Now n equal to 0 is taken. So let's just redraw. So I'll make that n equal to 0. So that summation point will simply vanish. So here, so we have a summation point here. Then we have S plus 2. Another summation point. Then 10 divided by S into S plus 1. Okay, we had that n over here, so that will vanish now since we have taken it to be 0. So this is 0.5 S. A negative feedback. Okay, so this one, and we also have over here a forward path with 2, and this goes over here. So this is a negative feedback, remaining everything positive. Okay, this is R. First what we'll do is, first we'll find C of S by R of S only. Then we will do a little bit of manipulation to find C of S by E of S. So E of S signal is over here, error signal. So what we'll do first over here, see this one, 10 by S into S plus 1 and 0.5 S. It is a feedback loop. Okay, so we'll solve this first. So here other things I will just redraw it as it is. This is S plus 2. We have here this, and what do we get over here? This, after simplification, we get it as G of S by 1 plus G of S H of S. So you simplify it. Okay, you calculate and do it. So I'll just write what we get after the simplification. S into S plus 1 plus 5S. Okay, I've directly written it over here. You please simplify. You find out G of S by 1 plus G of S H of S. So here we get 2. This is G of S and this is H of S, 0.5S. So apply the formula and find out. You get this expression. So yes, and this is there as it is because we have not solved this. Okay, this is negative feedback. So R and C. So we have got so much. Next, what we will do is let us move this summation point. Now what we do, we move this summation point over here, so that we get it as this one, no, as a feedback loop we can get here. So this summation point, I'll move it over here in the beginning. That is the next step. So let us move that. So see, when we are moving that here, initially 2 was there, no, 2, we had only the 2 from the takeoff point. Now if I take that s plus 2 also will come, so we don't need that. So 2 divided by s plus 2 will come over here, and here we have s plus 2 and this is this over here. Okay, we have here 10 into 10 divided by s square plus s plus 5s. Okay, square plus 6s will come, and in the feedback path we have 1. Alright, so this is R and this is C. Now see, this block and this, here there is nothing, means it is 1. So they are in connected in parallel. So what do we do? That is simply added up. Parallel. So this will be 2 by s plus 2 plus 1. And here see, this we have to multiply 10 into s plus 2 divided by s square plus 6s, it will become. So this will come, this is a feedback. So whole of this will be g of s. And what is h of s? H of s is 1 over here. So let us, I'll write it here only in this. Alright. So we get it as 10 into s plus 2. This will be g of s, and by this, so that will become s square plus 6s plus 10s plus 20. This is what we get over here. Now further simplifying, so this is C. They are in series, so we have to simply multiply. So C by R will be, this if I take, this will become 2 plus s plus 2 by taking the common denominator into, this will become 10 into s plus 2 divided by s square plus 16s plus 20. So here we get it as, so s plus 2 and s plus 2 will cancel. This will become 10 into s plus 4 divided by s square plus 16s plus 20. This will be C of s by R of s. But what we require is C of s by E of s. So how to find? We have to do some manipulations over here. We know that E of s is equal to R of s minus C of s in this case. Okay, because feedback we have only unity feedback over there. So E of s will be equal to, let me take R of s common here. So 1 minus C of s by R of s. Okay, so E of s by R of s we get as 1 minus C of s by R of s. Now in this we get E of s by R of s. Then one more expression let us take, C of s by R of s into R of s by E of s. If I take, we get C of s by E of s. So C of s by R of s we have already got. E of s by R of s we will get from this above expression. then we can find C of S by E of S. So let us find E of S by R of S. So this and this two expressions we'll have to use. So 1 minus C of S by R of S, we just got 10 into S plus 4 divided by S square plus 16S plus 20. So we get this as S square plus 16S plus 20 minus 10S minus 40 whole divided by S square plus 16S plus 20. Okay, so we have to just subtract over here. So after subtraction we get C of S by, sorry, not C of S, it is E of S by R of S, right? So we get E of S by R of S as S square plus 6S minus 20 divided by S square plus 16S plus 20. So we got E of S by R of S. Next, what do we need? We need C of S by E of S. So that is, we know the expression. We have this expression as C of S by R of S into R of S by E of S. Okay. So now here we have E of S by R of S. Just reciprocal of that we'll have to take. So what is E of S by R of S? That we have got as 10 into S plus 4 divided by S square plus 16S plus 20 into, what is E of S by R? Reciprocal of the above one. So S square plus 16S plus 20 divided by S square plus 6S minus 20. So this and this cancels. So C of S by E of S we get as 10 into S plus 4 divided by S square plus 6S minus 20. So this is the answer for C of S by E of S. So we are done with one part of the numerical. So next what we are supposed to do? Next we have to find the question what we had over there was, next was C of S by N of S. So this input you have to consider. That instant this R will become 0. Okay. Now we have to redraw it. Now when R becomes 0, see what happens over here. This is R into 2 and it goes over here. Now this, when R only becomes 0, see automatically this will vanish because it will become 0. Alright. So now let me just redraw with the R0. Okay. So now R is 0. So that input only will vanish, but this I will keep now. I'll tell you why. Summation point. Then we will remove. Okay. So this is S plus 2. And this summation point as it is 10 divided by S into S plus 1, and we have this input and the C, this is N, so that we need, and this is 0.5 S, and this is negative there, this is minus. Okay, now what is the need for that R, keeping that summation point? I'll explain now. See here, now this, we had R over here, so this is 0, R is 0, so this 2 will automatically vanish. And check over here, we have a negative sign over here. That is why I asked you to retain it, so that I can see negative and positive. This I can now see. Take off point from here, it starts from here, comes through via through this and this minus, and comes to S plus 2 and to this summation point. Okay, so this will become negative. S plus 2 will come in the feedback path of this one. Now we'll have to redraw this. So now again redrawing it by taking this. It's always easier for us to have like input here and the output over here. No, that is why we'll just redraw it in the same manner, input and output over here. See, input, this is the input, and directly from here it goes output over here. So in the forward path now we don't have anything, only a simply a straight line with the gain 1 only. We'll have all this will come in the feedback path. So we'll just redraw it. Okay, yes. Let me just write over here. Now we have to take, this is a second case where we have to take r equal to 0. So now let me just redraw. So now redrawing, see, direct this straightforward path, we had only a straight line. I showed you there, this only this much, nothing else. We have a c over here, everything else will come in the feedback path. So this feedback, see, we had over here, we had this 10 into s plus 1, sorry, 10 divided by s into s plus, I'm very sorry. So this was 10 divided by s into s plus 1. This is what we already had, and we had one more summation point over there. See, I'm just redrawing it, that's all. So we had 0.5, yes, it was a negative, so here we'll take it as minus, and other end came from c over here. And again one more we had, that s plus 2 we had, no, that also we tried over here. Same point, see, this. Now, okay, now we have done drawing it. Now let us see how to simplify this. Now check out here, this 0.5s, this is 0.5, okay, 0.5s and s plus 2. See, same, starts from this takeoff point, ends at this summation point. Both are minus over here, and this we had it as plus. So I can add this up, or that okay, with the negative sign. But so I'll just again redraw this. See, ten divided by s into s plus 1, and see this, now that summation point will vanish because would have solved this, no, that is why. So this will become 0.5s minus 0.5s minus s minus 2, both are negative there, no, that is why. So again redrawing, now I can combine these two because they are in series. So this is n. So combining, forward path has again only 1. I can take this negative outside. See here, this negative, let me take it out and put it, I can put it over here, minus. It is plus here, so I'll take it out, then it will become plus over there. Negative sign will remain. Okay, I can just simply have taken it out and put it over there. So this will become 10 into minus, yeah, 1.5 s plus 2 divided by s into s plus 1. So we get it this way. Now over here, see, g of s in this case is 1, and this will be h of s. This is n. Now let us solve the final to get the final answer. So c of s by n of s. So g of s we have 1 divided by 1, negative feedback, so plus, g of s is 1, so into h of s. So h of s will be 10 into 1.5 s plus 2 divided by s into s plus 1. So taking common denominator over here, 1 divided by s into or s square plus s plus, this will become 15s plus 20 divided by s square plus s. So this s square plus s will go to the numerator, divided by s square plus 16s plus 20. So this is C of s by n of s. This is how we need to proceed to find the answer for this particular given question.